Even though there's a world of information that doesn't go along with what, you know, the way you believe things are. But you don't even look at all that because you understand the way things are and you're convinced that that's how they are. But you don't even know all this other information. I mean, there's so much to know. I don't see how people could just...
That's religion for you, right there.
Exactly. You're told a story, and then, you know, you told me a story when I was little, and I didn't know any different. But as I grew up and became a man, I learned that, hey, there's a lot of other information. And I looked at all of it, and I came to my own conclusions. I was thinking, well, you know, I don't go along with that story, but you were just trying to tell me what you were told. And that's
exactly
passing on the information that you had. And you didn't really study world religions and stuff like I have. So by me studying it, actually the interesting thing is, you see how there's so many different parts of all the different religions are connected. There's a common thread running through all of them, and I think they all come from the same thing. But if you don't look at all of them, you would never even know that. If you're closed-minded, you just believe one little story, and you don't get to see how everything's connected, which is really interesting.
I have changed my thought process so much about the Catholic religion from the time I grew up to where I am today. I believe in the Blessed Virgin. She's more or less my patron saint. I've always gone to her since I was a little girl, and she's always stood by my side. That's what I believe. That is my faith, right there. Nobody can take that away from me. Nobody can torture it out of me. That's what I believe. And all the other stuff that's gone on, and we won't even go there. And you look back in the times of the popes, way back when, they were some of the rottenest, cruelest,
heinous
phonies. I mean, they burned people at the stake, they tortured people, they did all kinds of stuff in the name of God. You know, so many things have been done in the name of God.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sad. And I'm not even going to get into talking about the religions of the world. I'm just talking about my particular religion. Everybody believes in something, or some people don't believe in anything. That's fine too.
Well, the best way for me is just to be non-denominational. I don't want to claim any group or religion because I don't see how I can just say, okay, I agree with everything these people say, and everyone else, the other 3,000 religions are wrong. They all got it wrong, these guys got it right. I don't see how you can do that with any religion. I don't see how you can just jump into any religion and say, oh yeah, these guys, they got it all right, everyone else has it all wrong. So since I can't do that, I just, you know, not declare one. I believe in God, and I believe in some type of afterlife. Not necessarily that it's, you know, me walking around in the afterlife, but my energy goes on in some form. So that's it. I consider myself spiritual. I believe in God, but as far as having to claim a religion, I don't even think it's necessary. I don't need to go to some place and hand my money to some guy. I don't know what he's going to do with the money. I don't need to be given my money to... Now, here's the other side of it, though. There's parts of a religion, a church, that are good, the community stuff where, you know, people help you out and all that. All that's great. But just the part of the, I don't know, I see it as like mind control. Controlling people to just be simple-minded. That's the way I see it. Where Mariella comes from in South America, you got religion, Catholic religion, really strong, and then you got soap operas. They're all watching soap operas. So They're just being controlled to think a certain way. Those soap operas, how they fight, and they're in the hospital, and they got guns, and they got... It's all dramatic, and that's how they're programming those people to act.
Yeah.
That's how I
It's
see
kind of
it.
funny, actually, in a way.
Those people are so programmed to do what the church says. Go sit with the guy, you know, behind the curtain, tell him their sins. He could be hitting the bottle of Jack right there. You don't even know what he's doing behind the curtain, and you got to go confess your sins to that man. How do you? What's your take on the whole confession thing in the Catholic religion?
The whole confession thing, when I think about it now, I used to go to confession. In later years, when I thought to myself, my God, I could have been confessing my sins to a pedophile priest, for Christ's sake. What did I know? But I've been away from the religion for a long time. I think that was pretty, that's just, I don't know, I can't even talk about that because it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. And I'll tell you, some of those nuns in school that I went to, they weren't too nice and sweet either. Mm-hmm. Not saying they did anything like that. I'm just saying that, but there's proof that has come out over the years that they weren't all peachy-keen either.
Yeah.
Nobody. Everybody's got secrets. Everybody. Everybody has a skeleton in their closet, whether they know it or not. Whether they know it or not.
Now, how's your feeling on the atheists? I don't see how I could never be an atheist. To me, the fact that you and I are sitting here having this conversation with our, you know, our thinking minds, the fact that this can be taking place, how could this all just come from nothing? There's some intelligent design going on here. I mean, this didn't all just come from nothing. Which, you know, we're just a fluke of the universe or of the galaxy. How could this be a fluke? I mean, this is a design. The fact I'm looking out at the trees and the grass and the blue sky, this didn't just happen on a whim. I mean, you know, I don't understand the whole atheist thing. I don't, like, there's something going on. You can't just say that, you know, this all just happened on a fluke.
You learn something new every day, and you're never too old to learn. Because when you stop listening and learning and close your mind, then you're in the grave then. Or you might as well be. Mm-hmm. Anybody that is so closed mind that they couldn't possibly think that there could be other opinions and other realities, not just their opinion, then I feel sorry for those people.
Me too.
They think one way and they think their way is the only way. And I just couldn't live like that. I would listen to anybody talk about anything, and maybe I don't agree, but at least I'll listen to them.
I think it's helped me as I got older having at least, I would consider both my parents pretty open-minded. Maybe you a little more so. But your open-mindedness now, later on in life, has probably helped me be able to be that way.